Sometimes I think we as students forget about the legacy and the history that we have at Central, and we just get into the mundane pattern of going from class to class and trying to maintain good grades and extracurriculars. But it's very humbling, and I'm very proud of Central because it's a cool place. Like, I don't know any other high school in the country where you can see people touring your school in the middle of your Spanish class.
It's just so diverse, like ethnically and socioeconomically, and living in a small state like Arkansas, it's very rare to find that somewhere. So going to Central, it just broadens your world so much.
When I walk through the halls every day, it's kind of surreal because growing up, you learn about history and you have your little history lessons, but it's kind of crazy because walking through those halls, you're actually walking through history.
Well, it's just mind-boggling to me, honestly, because the hallways now are like any high school hallways. It's not like they're people being, spat at or thrown down the stairs. It's civil, it's harmonious, and to think that all this violence and hatred was happening 60 years ago on the same staircase that I'm walking up just to go to my art class, it's wild, and it's sad, but it's also, I'm very proud of how far we've come, and I'm proud to say that I go to Little Rock Central High.
It was crazy what they did. Being just 9 kids who are, I'm 17, they were 17, 18, if not younger. I think some of them were probably 14, 15 years old against a sea of people that didn't want to see them there. Students here on their first day who are freshmen feel unwelcome even when they are welcome here, even when the whole class wants them to be here. To be somebody walking in this huge giant school and nobody wanting you there, that's crazy. That takes a lot of courage.
Well, when I think about what they went through and all the huge problems that they had to face, daily harassment from their peers, and then I think about what I'm going through where I'm just upset because I've got a lot of homework, it kind of puts things in perspective where I don't get too upset about that because obviously I'm not facing the types of problems that they're facing.
I think what's most inspiring about the Little Rock Nine is that they fought for a cause greater than themselves, and they didn't come to Central for all the great things that we offer. They didn't come for, an awesome drama program. They came for a fight for equality. They came for equal access to education, which is so admirable and brave.
The Little Rock Nine came here each day knowing what they would face and how many hardships they would face, but they still came here because they knew what they were doing. They knew they were making a difference in the world, and that was what was important to them, and they stuck it out.
The inspiration that I can take from the integration of Central High and what the Little Rock Nine did, it's that change is possible no matter how outrageous it might seem, no matter how far it may seem you have to go to get to that change. It is possible. It's not impossible. You can still reach whatever goal that is that you might have.
I'm definitely inspired by their will to follow what they were passionate about and what they knew was just and what they knew was right and true to them, and they followed that and they pursued their education.
The inspiration that I can take from the Little Rock Nine is to always stand for what you believe in, even if it defies what other people think is right, because you never know how that could impact other people's lives.
I'm obviously a minority. A lot of people don't know what type of minority I am, but I'm mixed black and white, and so even back then, just the one-drop rule still applied, so I wouldn't have been able to come here to a school that had better opportunities and better books and supplies. So I'd like to thank them for that.
I think that it's unfortunate that we have to characterize attending a free public school, which is a right as a citizen, as bravery. But I'd like to thank the Little Rock Nine for their bravery and for their valor and for the sacrifices that they made. And it's just, and there's stuff that they're doing in the community now, you know, it's just reminds us of our history, and it shows us where our future could be.
Without their sacrifice and what they did, myself and my peers, the students of color, we would not be able to walk through those halls. We would not have the opportunity to go to Little Rock Central High School if it was not for the sacrifices that they made every day.